Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. This video is a really fun one. This is a recap of my Colorado trip. This trip was absolutely insane. It came about in just the most spontaneous way. I was talking with Eric Hinman, who's a successful entrepreneur. He's a hybrid athlete, does a lot of contrast therapy, and then he's a investor in brands as well. And I was like, dude, it's been a couple of years since I've been out to Colorado. We should do a podcast episode out there and, get back together and catch up. And so within a matter of 5 days, we kind of ideated this. And then literally like a couple days before, I texted my cousin Evan, who he's a wildland firefighter. So he's out on 2-week rolls is what they call them. And he's out stopping the spread of wildfire. And so he has no cell service usually. And I just texted him out of the blue. I was like, hey, you should meet me in Colorado. And I'll pop up the text. You can actually kind of see the exchange. But he was down. And so it's 7 hours for me to Colorado, 7 hours for Evan to Colorado. We met up on a Friday night, just out of the blue, and camped out in the Colorado mountains out in Boulder. And we met up with Eric Hinman and recorded a podcast, did some contrast therapy. He made us dinner. We hung out. It was such a fun trip. And then we ended up hiking a 14,000 foot mountain. So that's my first time ever climbing a 14er. And the whole trip was just so spontaneous. Like those are the type of things that I want to do, regardless of how busy I am with the restaurant and whatever else is going on in my life, which we're getting closer to open, so things are completely hectic right now. This trip just out of the blue, serendipitously, the whole thing worked out. And these are the type of things that I want to continue to do. So it was an absolute blast, and here's the video.
All right, Evan, where are we?
Honestly, not too sure. Somewhere in Colorado. Got here pretty late at night, but this place is sweet. Lots of 14ers around us, and this might be where we die, but it's a good place to do that.
That's a strong opening line.
All I know is we're by Mount Beardstead.
Mount Beardstead.
And
yeah.
I think we're going to, try to set the world record speed going up it today, right?
I think going down it.
Yeah. Tuck and roll, boys.
We went out to see Eric Hinman last night, just north of Denver at his house. So we recorded a podcast with Eric, did the sauna, did the ice bath. He cooked us dinner, and then we just kind of hung out for a bit. It was a super fun experience. I'm sure I'll put some clips in here of that.
Today, I'm very fortunate to say I'm here in Colorado at Muscle Mountain with Eric Hinman. How you doing, Eric?
What's up, Jacob? Doing awesome.
How good were you at Ironman and CrossFit and just all of these different physical events that you've participated in?
I became a world-class Ironman triathlete. I qualified twice for the Ironman World Championships in Kona. My fastest time there was 9:36, I believe.
Gee. So this is the view from Eric's backyard. He calls it Muscle Mountain. But it's basically like a health and wellness resort, and it's in his backyard. Like you can see the mountains. It's so cool. So cool. It's us in the sauna. It was very hot. We had a great time in there. And it was just beautiful. It started raining shortly after this, but Evan had to get some pull-ups in. You know how it is out there.
But Evan and I have been camping out the last 2 nights. So his truck bed right here is literally where we slept the last 2 nights and home. It is, I will say, in Wichita, Kansas, the lowest it's been getting at night is probably 70, 75 degrees. It has been about 40, 45 degrees at night here in Colorado. So that has been quite chilly.
Yeah.
All right, any last words, Evan?
Well, if we end up dying today, this is going to be a good final documentary of our life. So
that's valid.
Let's make it count, primo.
And I'm going to try and get a shot from the top of the mountain too. So
you're just going to leave me? All right, there we go.
All right, peace out.
Open.
What a beautiful morning.
This is pretty good oatmeal.
All right, 14,000 feet up. I don't know if you guys can see behind us or if we're blocking it, but we'll get out of the way at the end so you can see it. But that was a good little hike.
Yeah.
It was easy for Evan because he does this all the time. I will admit it was much more difficult for me.
Brother was struggling, but he did it.
Yeah, feels great. Do hard things. Peace out.
Look at those views.
The interesting thing is that he did this with no bananas. Yeah, I just kind of wish it was flatter and had more corn.
That trip was an absolute blast. It's something that I know I'll remember for the rest of my life. Made some really great, solid memories out there. And that's the type of thing I want to continue to do. We were only out there for like 36 hours, but we maximized every minute of it. And at the end of the day, I'm super happy that I did it. You can find me on Instagram at Jacob O'Connor. Evan is at the Evan OC. Eric is at Eric Hinman. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe and share it. And yeah, things are hectic as we get closer to opening the restaurant, but I'm going to continue to make YouTube videos. If you guys have any ideas for different elements of my life you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll try and get it together. See you guys.